What is up, YouTube? Back on this truck again. Project Constance. The spooky witch truck that's from New Orleans, Louisiana. Or, well, just the cab. The cab is the only part left, except for a few pieces. So, Frankenstein truck, but I call it Constance because the first owner of this cab was named Constance. But anyway, working on the back side of this notch here, the C notch. Getting that all put in. Welds look okay. For some reason my machine, and that machine there is probably like 15. Let's see, when did we buy that machine? This is a Lincoln Pro MIG 140. We bought that from Lowe's probably back in 2006, 5. I think we had it then. So, you know, it's pretty old. I'm pretty sure these leads right here, the gun right there is probably wore out. It hasn't been treated very good. But anyway, I welded the best I could. I got gas, welding gas. Got it pretty good. It's penetrated. I got it all around, if I can talk, all the way around the C notch there, both sides. Sticks through a little bit. I mean, it is solid. So it's a lot better than leaving it open like that. I think it looks better. So next will be this side. So I have to take apart all this. But that will probably have to wait because as you can see, the skies, they're starting to cloud up. And of course, starting tonight, I think midnight and later, there's a chance of rain. And then into tomorrow in the morning, it gets, I think we got a severe chance of rain. Tomorrow is like a 90% chance or 97% chance here. Then the next day is like a 80%, then like a 50-something percent every day until next week. So I have to put this truck back up and wait a couple of days. I'm letting this kind of cool off right here so I can spray some black paint on it and be done with it. I'm not even going to grind down the welds. I'll show you some of the welds here. The machine did not want to weld that good. So as you can see, I just gobbed it on at the top. I could probably do another pass here on the side, but I'm not worried about it. I cut and bent some of these pieces so they'll fit better, you know, to follow the natural curve of the frame. So everything, you know, when I butted the piece in there, I didn't have to pry the piece to the frame and weld it. It just laid in there and I just tacked it and then welded it in. So nothing's in a bind there, at least. I mean, this whole side's in a bind whenever I cut right there and pick this whole side of the ass end of the frame up to make it match the front up there. I mean, this is all still in a bind back here. But at least it's not in a bind right there, pulling it this way or whatever. But anyway, that's, I guess that's where I almost had to catch myself because I almost started doing this without filming. Like I said, I like working. When I start working, I don't think about filming. But anyway, I need to go through my scrap piles and try to find a hanger for this to go down there. Because I got one back there that's on this side. So I put one on this side. And I might need to add on another 6 or 8 inches to bring the tailpipes closer to the axle. That's just one piece that I bought from OReillys. And I cut it in half. I may need to just kind of weld on another section and just kind of tweak them a little bit more away from the shock. As you can see, I got it tweaked a little bit away from the shock. You know, I'm not going for perfection, one-off custom exhaust here. I just want it, you know, I just want it to be good, functional, reliable. So everything's reliable here. I really want to get rid of this gas tank and get a fuel cell put in the back for no better reason than to, if I'm not driving the truck, I can suck gas out of the fuel cell or take the fuel cell or something, I don't know, and get this out from under here. But then that'll probably lead to more problems. I don't know what, but I have to redo the fuel lines, which they need to be redone anyway. They're still the rubber fuel lines that go up to the front. I haven't even touched those. I still need to I did replace this one rear brake line. This one was actually wrong, shorter than the factory one, but it works with this truck because this truck is lowered. So if you look at it like that, like a factory brake hose right here would be all way out here because, you know, when you lower the truck, you got a lot of slack. And this short one, I don't know what this short one's off of, but it works good. So Rock Auto did me good there. But Rock Auto, they sent me the outer, it could have been my fault too, because the brake setup is off the Escalade, but this is obviously a Silverado rear end, which it had disc brakes. So I just said, you know, 2 outer brake hoses for a 2000 Silverado. And well, that wasn't right because they were about 4 inches too short. I don't know what the hell those went to. So that's the last time I ordered any brake hoses off Rock Auto. And O'Reilly's isn't any better because their prices are so damn high because everybody on YouTube is promoting O'Reilly's. So I do believe in the past couple of years, I may be wrong. I'm skeptical. You know, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I think it has to be. Everybody on YouTube, all these big name YouTubers promoting O'Reilly's, like Vice Grip Garage, Puddin's Fab Shop. Great channels, great people, but I feel like they may have inflated the prices at O'Reilly's. Because like I said, when I went to get rear brake rotors, they were $69 a piece at O'Reilly's. And that was their cheapest one, like their house brand. These I got off Rock Auto, Ray Bestus or whatever brand, R-Line. They were like $39 a piece. I literally got 2 of these for almost a little bit more than what one would have cost at O'Reilly's. And I'm like, damn, come on. And those were right. At least those were right. Which I ordered those for an Escalade because it's the Escalade brakes and everything. But anyway, and then here's my fuel pump right here. Precision pump, got it from O'Reilly's, $97. It don't have the emission stuff. So it's just one plug and then the fuel lines. Works great. It's fine. I don't need the emissions junk. $97 for that at O'Reilly's, which was surprising. But the one with the emissions, with the extra plug and the little sniffer on the side, the thing that looks like a map sensor, that was like, I want to say $160, $180. So when they said they had this one for $90, I was like, man, let me look at that thing. Sure enough, it must be for like, I don't know what that would be, for like maybe a utility truck or, I don't know, because nowadays everything needs emissions. But I don't know what that's for. But anyway, I got it, 97, like a tiny bit over $100 out the door. And that was a fair enough price for me. Oh, but anyway, I guess that's it. I will add on to this video when I get this side done. I got to remove all this shit right here. And it looks like, I can't tell if this brake line is leaking right here. No, I don't smell any brake fluid. Nope, sniff test, don't smell any brake fluid there. I guess it just looks wet. Because see that line, it looks kind of like right there, it looks kind of like it's damp, but it's not. Like to the touch, it's not wet. Yeah, there's that brake hose worked real good. And of course I got my vent right here. Some people were telling me just to put the vent right here, just have a little bit of rubber hose and have the cap on it. But I don't know. I think I'd rather just run it all the way up there to the gas tank where it goes. I'm never going to drive this truck in water, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen, what could happen. But anyway, I'm going to wait. I might could throw some paint on that now. Yeah, I can keep my hand on it. It's no hotter than what it would be in direct sunlight in the middle of summer. All right, well, I'm going to put some paint on that. And I guess I'll call it there for this part of the video. And I'll come back when I start working on that side. Basically, I just got this sheet of metal over there at my late grandfather's. He's got a bunch of metal over there I can use. This was free. And you can see how thick it is right there. Let me see, do I have a tape measure? Should have a tape measure here. Anyway, I don't, oh, there it is. I think this stuff is like, how thick is it? It's like right at an 1/8. It's a good solid 1/8 inch. About as thick as the frame, I think. Yeah, it's about the same thickness as the frame itself. It kind of looks a little thicker than the frame because I guess this is just sheet metal right here. But anyway, let me get some paint on that if I got some paint left. And I will start back with the other side. Do I have any paint? I got, no, this is that rust barrier. I don't know. I guess I'll come back if I find some paint. Otherwise, I'll come back a day later or a couple of days later when I start on the other side, and I'll have to go to the Lowe's and Nacogdoches to get some Rust-Oleum paint, because don't get it here, because the Ace Hardware here, it's like at least $5 to $10 more expensive here. And Carthage, the big town above us, Carthage, Texas, it's like even a couple of dollars more there. So I drive 40 minutes to Nacogdoches, and I know it's like $5, almost $10 cheaper there at that Lowe's. But anyway, I'll come back whenever I get a chance to start working on the truck again. All right, I'm back at it. I don't have any black paint left. I got to go get some, so I just put the brown, Rust-Oleum brown primer on there. So it needs it anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and finish tonight, try to get this other side done. So I got this to cut out, 4.5 inch with the 7-inch cutoff wheel. You have to be careful with this. Whenever you're cutting with the big wheel, I don't recommend doing it unless you're experienced. Cut smooth, straight, and don't twist. And don't let it, get in a bind and kick like this, because that will shatter this disc and hurt you, possibly kill you. Basically, when you're cutting with this, you want to cut nice and smooth, and don't be twisting or doing this, because then it could kick back, or it could just shatter and go through whatever body part you got in the way of it. So I'll obviously cut that off camera, because I wouldn't even try to hold a phone and cut with that. But anyway, I'll get this cut out, and then I'll turn the phone back on. All right, guys, I just finished up this side. I couldn't record anything because I'll be damned if it started raining right as I started working. But I was able to get this side put on. As you can see, not the best welds. The welds aren't that good, but all that matters is they match this side. So everything matches. I got it offset. I just went a little bit past just to make it a little bit stronger, I guess. I don't know. Wiped it down. It's still a tiny bit hot, but I'm letting it cool off the best I can. Hopefully the weather holds up so I can splash this with some of that red primer without getting everything else in here overcoated. But that's about it. I just wanted to make a short little video on finishing up the C-notch on this truck. And I mean, there's one I missed under here. There's a spot right here I missed welding. I'll go back and I'll re-weld this, or I'll weld that. And weld up any spots that I missed. Probably just some little spots on the bottom. But other than that, it's pretty much done now. I just get another hanger for right there, and I think I'll be through with the bottom of this truck. It'll be done. Mount all the brake lines and everything back on this side. But anyway, I will come back tomorrow to finish off this video when all this is put back together and painted. I'll try to get some paint. So until then. All right, well, I guess that's about, the next day after that rain. But supposedly we're supposed to have 3 or 4 more days of bad weather, but we'll see. Anyway, I got this pretty much done enough. This side's got paint dusted on it. I may try to attach this right here, but I don't know. I can wait. Got this side put in. Got to rebend my brake line to fit this. But anyway, that will be good enough. I thought I had another factory exhaust rod, but I don't. I guess I must have scrapped it. So I'll need to find a piece of rod and just heat it up and bend it and make it work with that. Or I may just wait because I want to extend these out a little bit further, get them a little bit closer towards the back. But that's about it for now. I guess the frame C-notch is basically done. Seems strong, seems like it'll hold up. Solid, fully welded. Welds don't look the best, but hey, it's welded. And this side right here, welded about the same. But that should conclude this video. Next, I'll have to get another can of paint. Man, it is wet in here. I need to like scrape all this where water will stop coming in here. Used up my last bad can of paint. This is one of those cans right here where you have to hold it upside down to spray. So something inside of it got fucked up. I guess there's like a little straw or stick maybe on the inside that came off. But anyway, I guess that's it. I've talked long enough. Finish the rear C-notch and move on to other things, I guess. You guys have a great day or night.